I'm delighted to be able to speak to you, our many valued colleagues and partners of Deakin, as we come to the end of what has been a momentous year in 2020. Momentous because of the COVID pandemic and its impact, momentous because of the incredible response of our staff and students, one that has enabled research and research training to largely continue and increasingly recover, crucial to deliver our mission and high-value outcomes for you, our partners, and finally momentous because we have built our success even further than before. While 2020 has been a difficult year, we can take heart that Australia is ending the year on a positive note. COVID restrictions are easing, the pandemic is increasingly under control within Australia, and vaccines are emerging. I'm extremely proud of the way the Deakin research community has responded to the many challenges caused by the pandemic. Their resilience, hard work and sheer determination to continue our research and innovation and to support our external partners does them huge credit. This year, many of our researchers pivoted their activities to focus on the urgent circumstances of the times. They drew on their wealth of experience to find ways to make life less difficult for our communities, now and in the months and years ahead as we seek to recover. Working together, often across disciplines and with partners in industry, government and other institutions, many quickly developed platforms and processes to gather new evidence, to better understand the pandemic's immediate and short and long-term implications, and importantly to find creative solutions to reduce its impact. Our Institute for Health Transformation is undertaking over 25 COVID-related projects across health, aged care and disability sectors. These range from examining the psychosocial impact of COVID on our acute nursing workforce to evaluating drive-through testing clinics and telehealth models of care. Other Deakin Health Institutes and centres are following the emotional, physical and mental health impacts for families and individuals across the country. This is already informing policy and resource allocation and community messaging for clinical and public health interventions. Our Applied Artificial Intelligence Institute is working with the National Trauma Unit at the Alfred Hospital, setting up a pandemic information and monitoring system, which has used intelligent decision support to remotely triage patients with COVID while they self-isolate at home. Also, our Centre for Supply Chain and Logistics mobilised to predict the logistics challenges of our post-COVID future, while the Alfred Deakin Institute for Citizenship and Globalisation is assessing the pandemic's effect on society here and overseas, particularly how it affects the most vulnerable. Our new Chime Centre of Excellence partnership with Bowen Health achieved a seamless and rapid transition to telehealth for people needing mental health care in the Geelong region. A joint telehealth facility was quickly established at Deakin's waterfront campus, providing up to 300 video sessions each week during the lockdown. As you probably know, the university faced its own economic challenges, particularly through the impact on international student numbers. And I pay tribute to the students and staff who were directly affected by this, and to our whole community who remained focused on our mission during this time. But the pandemic was not the only major challenge Australia faced this year. Last summer, we saw the worst bushfires ever experienced. Again, we responded. Our environmental researchers have been unrelenting in their efforts to build global understanding of the links between climate change, bushfire threats, and biodiversity loss. Their work ranges from locating priority animal populations for management through to long-term sustainability of ecosystems and human communities, and is indeed inspirational. Their work is part of a major international collaboration involving governments, local groups, international organisations and other colleagues in united efforts to solve these major problems of climate change. Deakin is doing its utmost to also contribute to a sustainable future. Our new high-cell technology hub in Warrnambool is seeking to drive Australia's emerging hydrogen economy. Now, this includes how to improve hydrogen fuel cell technologies, set up refuelling networks, ensure safety, good asset management, and of course, community messaging. This year, we also launched our microgrid solar farm, which now contributes 50 to 60% of the energy needs of our Warn Ponds campus. The microgrid is a tremendous resource for the energy industry, researchers and students developing those crucial solutions for a future. There have been many other achievements at Deakin this year, from thriving new businesses at the ManuFutures Hub, supported to respond early to the challenges of COVID and all thriving regardless, through to a contract to develop autonomous vehicles with the Australian Army and a record number of over 300 Deakin-funded PhD scholarships, to name just a few. We are also excited to be now working with the Victorian Government on a range of new applied research and infrastructure projects for 2021 and beyond that will generate economic and social recovery and jobs for many. So reflecting on 2020, we have good reason to feel positive about Deakin's future. In fact, in 2020, we will have achieved our best ever overall research performance, increasing research income, research outputs, and accelerating their translation into impact through commercialisation and other pathways. And we have continued to sustain our rise up the global rankings of universities into the top 1% worldwide. Most importantly, there has never been a time when our part of Deakin's core mission, research and innovation, was so needed by our stakeholders and communities. Our staff and students have risen to the occasion and performed spectacularly. So to all our partners and those who share our dream of creating a better future, thank you. Our success has only been achieved through your collaboration and shared commitment. I sincerely hope we can all enjoy a less challenging 2021 and work together to create a better future and opportunity for all.